All right, boys, welcome back. 100 Rules of Reselling, part number 2. Going to be going over lessons 11 to 20. All right, sorry, I haven't been posting that much. I've been busy with my own reselling, making my own money, building a real living life case study for you boys. So obviously, the more experience that I get, the more that I could relay back to you and tell you what I've learned. Unlike all these other gurus who fucking just make up bullshit and they sell the info, they don't actually make money using the actual method themselves. They sell the course, the info. Okay, guys, my money making method is so great, but I'm going to sell it all to you so I can make money by selling it to you instead of actually doing the thing. Because if the thing was so great, why would they give it away to people? But I'm actually doing the thing myself, and I'm giving you just some little tips and tricks. Obviously, not giving you everything I know, but we're going to be going over 10 of the things I've learned in this one. So, as I've said, lessons 11 to 20. All right. Number 1, get eyeballs on your product, or number 11, I should say. I've never encountered a scenario with the less people that see your product, the better. Okay, so the more people that see your product, the better it is for you. So let's say we go boost our marketplace listing or whatever. All right, so that's one way we can get more eyeballs is boosting our product by advertising. Okay, so we advertise our product, and let's say 1,000 people view it, and then let's say 50 people message us. So like, what's that? Like a 10% or 5% conversion rate from getting clicks on listings to people messaging us, which it's not too bad, honestly, for Facebook. Some people are really bad, okay? Let's say we can close about 10 of them, okay? So we get a 20% close rate of people who's messaged us, okay? That's not bad, all right? And obviously, the more that we scale that down, the worse that's going to be. So let's say if we're applying that same ratio, we get 100 people view our thing. That means only 5 people message us, and that means we only close 1 of them, okay? So obviously, the more eyeballs on the product, the better it's going to be. Right. Number 12, make profit margins 50% or more. This is a really good one to do, okay? And it's probably one of the easiest things, or one of like, I make profit margins 50% or more, okay? Simple reasoning for this is if we buy a product for, say, like $10 and we sell it for 20, it's just going to keep doubling time and time again. So we don't have to keep working it out, okay? So instead of charging 15 or whatever, and we get thousands of people like messaging us, oh my God, that's so cheap. We charge the extra $5. Maybe less people might message us, but it's just easy to keep track on them and keep doubling our money over and over again. And obviously, we don't want to undercut ourselves. We want to actually charge decent amount of prices, but at the same time, the inverse of this is if we don't want to charge incredible, ludicrous amounts, you know? So instead of charging $20, we charge like 50. Like maybe like one person might buy that, but no one's going to come back to us because we're too expensive. And yeah, pretty much it. And there's cheaper competitors, and there's going to go to your competitors. So make profit margins fair for you, but at the same time, not ridiculous amounts. So you're scamming people. Well, not scamming, but just like ripping people off, basically. So, and usually I found that's about 50% for me. Some products you can do more. So, for example, these hats at the moment, they cost me about, I'd say about $15 a hat, but I charge 50 bucks Australian, and that's cheap. A lot of people are charging $100 for these, and it's the same. I would say the same rules apply even for like lower ticket items such as these hats. Even though they're only charging $50, you might think it's not even worth doing the sale for that. It's not even worth driving to this person and spending all that money just for a measly $50. But yeah, if I buy like 30 of them and that adds up over and over again, that's what, $1,500. So you got to think about it from that point of view too. And yeah, so just make rule of thumb, make profit margins 50% or more. All right, so when demand is high, increase the price. Lesson for you guys. Back when I was first started selling my Gucci bags, I priced it at $100, okay? And I had every man and his dog messaging me about it, wanting a Gucci bag, okay? Because it was priced so cheaply compared to other competitors, right? But what I did next time is I upped the price, and I got my next lot of Gucci bags into $250. Not as many people texted me will say that, okay? So obviously, that means the price range is somewhere between 100 and 250. So that 250 is the upper echelon, whereas 100 is like the lower sort of echelon, all right? But somewhere in between there is the thing. So I saw that demand was super high at $100, and then I increased it to $250. Demand was lower, but I still got to sell at the $250 mark. Okay, so because if you're just selling one product, it doesn't matter because you're going to get that product and you're just going to sell that one thing. If you're selling in bulk, don't price really, really high. But and this, I know I'm sort of contradicting what I said last about 50% profit margins. But sometimes, hey, if demand's high and you're getting 50 messages, make a bidding war. Just go, oh, okay, someone's offered X amount more, and then the other person might go, okay, well, I'll offer this, and then you go to the other person and say, well, someone's offered this. How much are you willing to offer? And you keep going with all these people until you reach the price of how much someone's going to buy. Okay, and generally that price will be the equilibrium price where demand is good, so you get good profits and you get a lot of people texting you at the same time. That's the ideal scenario. All right. Number 14, a weird one. You're probably thinking, refuse to sell to people. Refuse to sell to people? Why would you ever do that? Guys, you do not want to attract low quality customers, okay? Low quality customers are bad because they just try freaking nitpick everything, okay? So let's say we're on a marketplace, I'm selling my hat for $50 or whatever, and someone comes along and says, can you do 30? I don't really want to do 30, okay? I might have one hat left, and let's say I just want to get rid of it. If I agree and go, yeah, just take it, whatever, that's bad for me because that person might come back and they'll be like, oh, I don't like this hat, it's shit. And you'll usually find that people who complain about the price will complain about more things, okay? So you don't want to attract these people into your business. And the more of these people that you have in your business, your reselling business, the worse that it will be. The more complaints you'll get, the worse your reputation will be, and the less profit you'll make, all right? And even if it is a good product, who knows, they might even still just complain about little things, nitpicky things. And you'll spot these people from a mile away. They'll always try to bargain on your thing. They'll try to negotiate. Or can you take this? Or will you trade for this? Or I know you're getting it for so cheap. Then why are you charging so expensive prices? Like, bro, if you know if I'm getting it for really cheap, then why don't you just go buy it yourself, huh? Or what? Better yet, why don't you go buy the real thing if you're concerned about it being fake or whatever? It's being too expensive for a fake. I'll send you the link to the Gucci website and you can buy your Gucci hat for $750. I don't give a fuck, alright? And I'm not going to send you my link for free to Alibaba where I bought the hats, okay? Because what do I owe you? Like, why do you deserve to get that link? Alright, boys, number 15. Be confident, but don't bullshit. And we want to do this in a few different ways, right? So we don't want to be like arrogant and bragging, oh yeah, I've got the best product of all time. It's literally one to one. Oh, I got this from the freaking, you know how they say like seconds factory. So yeah, it's discarded, authentic ones. I'm basically in contact with like the real Gucci factory, but yeah, that's why they're such good quality. Like, don't bullshit. Say your product's good. Yeah, it's from a really good factory. It's high quality. It's pretty much almost one to one. Obviously, I don't 100% know because I've never owned a real Gucci hat. But yeah, if I had to say, it's almost one to one. But at the same time, you don't want to be like low confident. Oh yeah, it's like I got it for pretty cheap, so it might be like it might not be too good. You know, I'm not really sure. People seem like, what the hell? This guy has no idea what he's on about. I'm not buying from him. And if you're over the top as well, you're like, yeah, seconds from the factory, mate. Yeah, my cousin works at the Gucci in high ups in Gucci, and yeah, I've got contacts with him, and yeah, he makes them over in China at the second factory. Like, shut up, bro. They're not going to believe you if you say that shit. Just be somewhere in between, all right? Just be, yeah, it's good quality one to one. I've been working with this supplier for a while. Seems to know what he's doing. He sent me some quality assessment photos, some QA photos, some QA videos. And yeah, as you can see in front of you, it's really good. It's got this feature, this feature, this feature. This feature here might be the only thing that's not real about it, but obviously for the price, it's worth it. Bang, just like that. No need for the bullshit. Straight to the point. Just sell what's in front of you. All right. Instill FOMO. So instilling FOMO, or fear of missing out, is one of the best ways to actually make sales, like ever, like literally. So how do we actually instill FOMO? So a lot of people will be like, oh, one-time offer, don't miss out. I've only got a certain few spots available for my course or whatever. Like, bro, you don't have a certain few spots for your course, okay? We all know you're just making up bullshit and just closing it virtually because you can't instill FOMO any other way, okay? The best way I've learned to instill FOMO, and I learned this from the Top G's course, and actually does work for me as well, is by telling people how many I've already sold. Okay, and today, for example, I got, as I've already pointed out, I've got 30 hats that arrived. Okay, 35 hats, and I've already sold 3 today out of the 35. Okay, so on track to selling out in like 12 days, probably more. The longer it goes on, the more people are going to advertise, the more I'm going to sell. Okay. And so I'll put up a story after this. I'll put up a story, okay, 35 hats available. Who wants some? People buy them, okay? I'm going to put up a story a few hours later and be like, 3 have already sold. You're missing out. You don't want to miss out. There's only 30 left. You've got, 10 days to come up with the money before they're all sold out, statistically. All right? They're selling fast, okay? I'm getting good reviews in them. And then, so what I do is I take screenshots of what people have said, if it's good quality or not. And they go, yeah, it's fucking cracker quality. And then I put a screenshot up saying, guys, really good quality. You're missing out. If you don't buy one, you're going to miss out, okay? And you keep doing this over and over and over again. People keep seeing this and seeing this and seeing this, and they go, okay, I don't want to miss out on this. I need to get one now. And they'll fight whatever urge not to purchase it and purchase your product, okay? And instilling FOMO by telling people what they're missing out on, and by telling people people how many other people have bought, okay? All right, have staple products, okay? Staple products are really important, okay? So if we have a solid foundation of stuff, okay? So for example, for me, it's like luxury bags, hats now, wallets, t-shirts, etc. It's always just good to have like these staple foundations for your business, cornerstones that people can always come back to and go, okay, I just want to get a simple little thing like this. And they're good sort of introductory pathways into your business, okay? So if you just have like a cheap $50 product, for example, like $50 Gucci hat, and I just advertise the shit out of these Gucci hats, and it's a good deal for some people. Well, that one person might buy a Gucci hat of me and never buy anything again. One person might buy a $50 Gucci hat, think that's a good deal, and then make a $500 order or order $1,000 worth of stuff over their lifetime. Okay, you never really know, and that's why it's good to have the staple thing instead of mixing and matching all these different things and not having certain stuff in stock. It's always just good to have a few things, reliable things that are going to sell no matter what, in stock all the time. So for me, it's like hats, glasses, bags, luxury bags, shirts, that sort of things. And then you can expand into more sort of, I guess, unique and personal items once people actually contact you and go, okay, I want to order this, this, and this. Or you can just buy a few things, like maybe a few, for example, I'm going into some weird things like LV duffel bags, even like bucket hats, like sort of miscellaneous sort of items, okay? And from there, we'll see how they go. They sell really well. I'm going to start doing jewelry soon as well, like summer sets and that sort of thing. They start doing really well. Just double down on it. Just keep selling them. And it's just all about testing. And similar to staple products is complementary products, okay? So having stuff that pairs with each other, okay? So as we can see there, the difference between substitute goods and complementary goods. So tea and coffee, they're substitute goods. You don't really have both with each other. And then McDonald's or Burger King, so you don't get both, you just get one or the other. Whereas complementary goods are sort of like bread and butter, or a tennis ball and a racket, you know what I mean? And then you can get complementary products for things, okay? So for example, Gucci bag. Someone wants to go to a Gucci bag. Hey bro, by the way, I've got these Gucci hats which go really well with it, and they're like the same sort of material, they match really well, so if you get one of them, I'll do you a discount on this one. Bang, yeah, sold another $30-$40 worth of product, you know? It's as simple as that. We're getting a complimentary good. And I've actually learnt this through myself, and then also one of the boys in the Discord. Shout out to you, Leon, if you're watching this. He started ordering a bunch of Trapstar stuff, getting Trapstar tracksuits, Trapstar summer sets, which are really good selling for him. And he's ordered a bunch of them in. And what he's also done really smartly and intelligently is he ordered some Trapstar like bags as well, because he knows they're going to be like a good complementary product for the Trapstar thing. So if someone's going to buy a Trapstar tracksuit, they're obviously in the niche of Trapstar, they like that brand. They're very likely to actually purchase like through and get like a Trapstar bag for a little bit more. I think he's charging them for like $70 or something, and they're really high quality, and people are loving them. Okay, so it's a really good upsell to do and a really good complementary good to have. So have complementary products for different things. Okay. And this can work with all different types of brands, right? It doesn't have to be like just like that example. It can be for anything. And I'd have to double check with Leon, but I'm pretty sure like the sell through rate on him getting like a bag sale with a trap style tracksuit would be pretty good as well. I reckon it'd be around like the 20-30% mark, which is really good. All right, know your customers' wants or customer needs, okay? You need to know what your customers want, all right? And you can simply do this by having an IG. I mean, Instagram, I'm going to talk about this in a later lesson, is so important. But basically, by putting up polls and asking your customers what they specifically want, why do you want this product? Like, what do you want? Like, what would you purchase if I was to buy some stock of certain things? And they go, this, and this. They might not know, or whatever. And you just keep putting up different stuff and putting up polls and going, like, would you buy this, or this, or this, or this, or this? And you can work out what people want based off the results of the polls, all right? And that literally tells you, once you put up an audience, that literally tells you what you need to know, like what your audience wants. And obviously what your audience wants is going to make you more money. So if you know what your audience wants, they're going to buy it, and hence you're going to make more money. Simple as that. Like, I don't really need to elaborate on that. Just find out like what your customer wants, and like I said, Instagram polls, ask them via direct messages, ask them in person when you're doing the sale. Best ways to do this. All right, number 20. Sorry, hydration break, boys. Spend money to make money. So you must spend money to make money. I will say this isn't necessarily true, especially when you're first starting out. If you're watching this and you're flat broke right now, you can't afford to order 35 Gucci hats or 10 LV duffel bags or sling bags or whatever the fuck they are, or 10 Gucci messages or 25 Palm Angel shirts like I order. Obviously, you need money to do that, okay? Simple as that. But if you're starting out, right, and you just have a few things lying around the house, I don't know, maybe like you've ordered like a Panda by haul, you've got like a Goyard card holder, a Trap Star tracksuit or something, I don't know what you've ordered on your first haul. Just start selling that. If you're not wearing it, just sell it. Get your first, I've talked about this numerous times, get your first 50, 100, 150, 200 bucks together and pile all that money back into like a certain product or different things, okay? Find out what's going to work in your area. So just go onto Facebook and look up what people are selling. Find other resellers in your area. It's really not that hard. See what they're selling, see what they've sold, and just order that. I've known there's like multiple people in the Discord who I've taught exactly how to do this, and it works for them pretty much 100% of the time. They've all made money in there. So, by the way, I haven't given that a shout out yet. If you're still watching, join the Discord. Or if you are still watching, you probably are from the Discord. So thank you very much, boys, supporting me as usual. But yeah, you don't need to, so obviously you don't need to spend money to make money. But as we progress up, and once we start getting started, we need to spend that money back into the business, okay? So right now, I probably have about $2,500 in my reselling account, just a pure cash, which I should be reinvesting right back into the business. And boys, it's really hard to do this. It's really hard to gamble on this. I used to advocate to put in all your money. So once you gain all your money, reinvest all of it back into the business for maximum growth. And that is true. For maximum growth, you have to invest all of it back into the business, but be smart. We need to take our money for ourselves, okay? We need to save this money and not spend all of it, okay? So I might just deposit like $1,000 or something every month or whatever, every couple of weeks, just for myself to put in my savings, and have the rest $2-3 or whatever to spend on my reselling business, because that's what's going to drive me forward. That's what's going to get me more stock to make me more money, okay? I just didn't start off ordering like 35 hats, okay? I started by ordering like a few, like 5 or whatever, and working my way up until I eventually ordered a certain amount. Same with the luxury bag, same with everything else, boys. I didn't start freaking like balling, okay? Didn't start with thousands of dollars to be able to spend on this, but I started by doing like $100, $200 orders max, and I've worked my way up to doing $1,000 orders and spending like freaking, I think last month I spent like $10,000 last month on stock. All right, and that just goes to show how easy it is to work our way up, but also how easy it is to lose our money. And so we have to invest smartly, and we have to test products so we don't lose all our money on certain things. You know what I mean? So spend money to make money, but at the same time, look after yourself and be careful. Right, boys, that'll just about wrap us up for the video. 20 minutes long, probably about the same as the last one, I reckon. But yeah, I'll probably try to pump out some more vlogs soon. Been really slack with that. I have been just very busy, boys. Just very, very busy. Just doing things. But yeah, I'll try allocate more time to this. And yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.